Hi everyone, this is Mike of MLB Accounting. We will try to explain further the Jobkeeper payments so you will know if you are entitled to it either as an eligible employer or an eligible employee. This is our effort to explain to you further so you know if you are eligible to it. Eligible employers will be eligible for the Jobkeeper payment if all of the following apply. On 1 March 2020, you carried on a business in Australia or were a not-for-profit organization that pursued your objectives principally in Australia. You employed at least one eligible employee on 1 March 2020. Your eligible employees are currently employed by your business for the fortnights you claim for, including those who are stood down or rehired. Your business has faced a 30% fall in turnover for an aggregated turnover of 1 billion or less. 50% fall in turnover for an aggregated turnover of more than $1 billion, or 15% fall in turnover for ACNC registered charities other than universities and schools. Your business is not in one of the ineligible categories. You should note that the turnover calculation is based on GST turnover, but there are some modifications including disregarding GST grouping where two or more associated business entities operate as a single GST group. They will provide further information soon about applying the turnover test. You will be eligible to enroll in the Jobkeeper scheme from 20 April 2020 using an online form on the ATO website. You can also ask your tax agent to enroll on your behalf. After you enroll, you will later identify your specific eligible employees and submit the information to the ATO. If you have registered with the ATO for an update on the Jobkeeper payment, you will soon receive a notification from the ATO when the online enrollment is available. If you have not yet registered for information updates, see Jobkeeper payment updates. Aggregated turnover. Your aggregated turnover broadly includes your annual turnover plus the annual turnover of all the entities that are connected or affiliated with you, subject to specific adjustments. For example, for transactions between you and those other entities. These connected entities or affiliates may be based in Australia or overseas. Ineligible employers. An employer is not eligible for the Jobkeeper payment if the major bank levy was imposed on the entity or a member of its consolidated group for any quarter before 1 March 2020. The entity is an Australian government agency within the meaning of the Income Tax Assessment Act 1997. The entity is a local governing body. The entity is wholly owned by an Australian government agency or local governing body. The entity is a sovereign entity. The entity is a company in liquidation. And the entity is an individual who has entered bankruptcy. Sole traders. Sole traders can be eligible for the Jobkeeper payment if their business has experienced a downturn according to the eligibility criteria. They will provide more information soon about the eligibility of sole traders for the Jobkeeper payment. Business owners. Business owners actively engage in their business. Other businesses in the form of a company, trust, or partnership can also qualify for Jobkeeper payments where a business owner, a shareholder, adult beneficiary, or partner is actively engaged in the business, or a director is actively engaged in the business. This is limited to one entitlement for each entity, even if there are multiple business owners or participants. They will provide more information soon about the eligibility of these businesses for the Jobkeeper payment. How to determine a fall in turnover? You only need to satisfy this requirement once. You don't need to retest turnover each month. At the time you enroll in the Jobkeeper payment scheme, you need to confirm that your business in a relevant period has had or is likely to have a 30% fall in turnover for an aggregated turnover of 1 billion or less, or 50% fall in turnover for an aggregated turnover of more than 1 billion, or 15% fall in turnover for ACNC registered charities other than university and school. How to calculate a fall in turnover for the first fortnight starting 13 March 2020. To work out your fall in turnover, you can compare either GST turnover for March 2020 with GST turnover for March 2019. Projected GST turnover for April 2020 with GST turnover for April 2019. Projected GST turnover for the quarter starting April 2020 with GST turnover for the quarter starting April 2019. How you choose to project your fall in turnover is not dependent on whether you report a quarterly or monthly batch, though you can do that if it is easier. The turnover calculation is based on GST turnover, but there are some modifications, including disregarding GST grouping, where two or more associated business entities operate as a single GST group. We will provide more information soon about applying the turnover test. If you work out that you qualify for the Jobkeeper payment for the first fortnight because your turnover has declined by the relevant amount, you remain eligible and do not need to keep testing turnover in following months. However, you will have ongoing monthly reporting requirements. More information will be provided soon. The Commissioner of Taxation also has the discretion to set out alternative tests that can establish your eligibility when turnover periods are not appropriately comparable. For example, if your business has been in operation less than a year. They will provide more information soon about alternative tests. Amount of the Jobkeeper payment. As an employer, you will receive a payment from the government of 1,500 per employee per fortnight as long as you and your employees meet the eligibility criteria. They will pay you for each eligible employee monthly in arrears beginning in May 2020. Payments will be made from the first week of May. An employer will usually get $3,000 a month per eligible employee for the 2 fortnightly periods in that month. Examples of amounts paid to employers. Payment date amount per employee, May $3,000 for fortnights starting 30 March and 13 April. June, $3,000 for fortnights starting 27 April and 11 May. July, $3,000 for fortnights starting 25 May and 8 of June. August, $3,000 for fortnight starting 22 June and July 6. September, $4,500 for fortnight starting 20 July, 3 August, and 17 August. October, $3,000 for fortnight starting 31 August and 14 September. Once again, this is Mike of MLB Accounting, wishing you all a safe and virus-free day. Keep safe, everyone, and we hope that we have given you some information that you may use to decide whether you are an eligible employer or an eligible employee for the Jobkeeper payment scheme that the government is giving us. Thank you very much.